In this episode, I'm going to cover a system within Atlas Earth wherein you can boost your earned rent by up to 25%. This system is somewhat confusing to new players. So if you'd like to get more information and learn about the Atlas Earth Passport Badge system, please stand by. Welcome back, Atlas Earthlings. Once again, this is Bronze Dragon coming at you saying thanks for dropping by. As always, I appreciate your time. Please take a second and leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I appreciate it. Okay, let's dive right in. This is not going to be a long video, but it is something that comes up rather frequently, especially with new players. It's how to boost the actual rent you make in game, other than, buying more parcels of land and such. There are two main ways to boost what you make in game as far as your rent goes. There's what I like to call your active boosting, and then your passive boosting. And what we're going to talk about is the latter one. Your active boosting is when you actually press that boost button and watch your ad on an hour-by-hour basis. Okay. Now, that's pretty easy to understand. The secondary system is a passive boost, and it is you earn it by buying badges through the passport system, okay? And I wanted to go ahead and do this video because especially new players, they often ask questions about buying badges. First things first, where do you find the badges to buy? You would go under the shop tab, or just tap on the shop tab, and in between everything else, or in between the top icons of the LPUs that are for sale this month and the rest of the Atlas Bucks packs that you can possibly buy, are available passport badges. And these passport badges are arranged in three different varieties. Basically, they are small locations around you, larger locations around you, and then usually your country. So usually you can buy your country badge once. If you go to a new country, you can buy another country badge. Here in the States, we have the state badges. I happen to have a piece of artwork up here from somebody in Australia. And then basically smaller areas, medium-sized areas, and very large areas. Okay. Now, once you buy that badge, the icon becomes blacked out. It is 200 Atlas Bucks. Okay. The whole thing about badges is you need to travel around and get them. As you accumulate them through your Atlas Earth career, so to speak, it makes sense to accumulate them in different intervals. In most cases, people will buy their first badge after they get about 40 parcels. It makes if you do the numbers, it makes sense up to that point to buy more parcels, and then at a certain point buy your first badge at around 30 to 40 parcels in there somewhere and start getting that 5% boost. Let's go ahead and look at the actual boost chart for badges. So right up front, I would advise anybody that's looking for a plan or a strategic plan on when to buy badges, the most logical times, depending upon what country you're in and where they fit in logically with your progression of parcels, when it makes sense to buy them and when it makes sense to buy parcels. To check out Tasty Wallet's new user guide. For the most part, he has things broken down and you can get an idea. Now, with that said, people have different plans and accumulate differently. I think that I know that I followed the Tasty Wallet guide up until I got into my 15% bracket. And at that point, another thing starts happening is you start getting most of the badges around your specific area where you live. And you get into the position of having to travel out further and further to get badges. So whenever I hit that point, I kind of stopped that breakdown of just stopping buying parcels and buying badges, and I just started accumulating badges over time, okay, to make it to the 20%, which is where I sit now. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to impress upon you how much difference that makes, because keep in mind, this badge boost is on your rent at all times. It doesn't matter if you're boosted manually or not. I just wanted to point that out. Obviously, you do want to be manually boosted, but we're talking about the badge boost, which is it's on at all times. So that's the bonus behind it. And a lot of people like that idea, so they go heavy into badges first. Now, I will point this out. that you can see on the chart that obviously when you have 0, you have 0% boost. At level 1, you have 5. At level 2, 10. At level 3, 15, 20, and 25%, and so on. And as you go up, it takes more and more badges to cross into each tier. You only have to have one badge inside the new tier to start getting that new bonus. I will say that over time, I found out that due to the fact that it's easy to buy up the badges around where you live, it increasingly gets harder to find them. So the best time to buy badges is if you're on a trip. If you're going on a business trip, if you're a trucker, if you are going on vacation or holiday, that is the perfect time to buy badges. If you know you're going on a trip, I always advise people to start saving your Atlas bucks. Now, it might not be completely logical to buy them where you're at as far as how many parcels you have currently, but if you do go ahead and take advantage of that situation, you'll be setting yourself up for a win later as you go down the road in the game. Okay, I just wanted to jump in here really quick and just give you an example of how much this has affected my account, and it will affect your account too. So I'm at 20% boost now, and as you can see, with the amount of parcels and the distribution I have, that's almost $532 a year, okay, on average. Now, if I just took my badge count down by 1, which would take me to the 15%, back down to the 15% tier, then I'm down to about $509.50 per year. That's a difference of about $22, okay? Now, let's take that one step further. Okay, so I put the numbers back. I'm back at the 20% boost. Let's just say, for instance, I just completely blew past badges and I didn't even think about buying them, and I had 0, which some people have. I've talked to some people, and they just haven't understood that part of the game. So we went to badges 0, and now I'm down to $443 a year. That's a difference of $88. Now, as you increase your land holdings, and as you go up from 20 to 25%, that's going to make an even bigger difference. And so, finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention these couple other items. First of all, you can earn a free badge every month just by working your way through the challenge ladder. And in fact, within the challenge ladder, there are challenges that ask you to buy some different badges and give you points for it. And next up, the badge profits, that's a whole nother discussion, but it plays into the whole system, because when you buy a badge in an area, the person that is the mayor, the governor, the president, the prime minister, there's a number of different terms for these different positions wherever you happen to be in the world. But if they are in that position for that locality, they get 20 Atlas bucks off of you when you buy a badge. So you know what that means? That means that you should, within your plan, try to plan to become a mayor of an area. Then you can start getting Atlas bucks for when people buy badges in your area. That's a whole nother discussion, but I thought I'd bring it up because it plays into the whole badge discussion. So within this short video, I've taught you how you can earn up to 25% more on a day-to-day basis off your rent in Atlas Earth, as well as possibly get a few extra Atlas bucks if you take over as mayor. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. This has been Bronze Dragon, and if you are interested in playing Atlas Earth and you don't already, check the show notes for my referral code and get yourself 200 free Atlas bucks when you sign up and hit your 11th parcel in game. I get 100 out of it too, so it's a win-win proposition. As always, I appreciate your time, and I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. And hey, I'll see you in Atlas Earth.